know why? Because I don't want to be able to, I don't want a situation whereby I'm coming back home and I see this fine dress and the dress is like $1,000. Maybe I travel. And I'm like, wow, this girl, if she said she see tie, $50, she will buy. Do you understand? No. I want somebody where, because if somebody is generous, because you see, life comes in seasons. There's winter time, there's a time, the time will come, no matter how financially buoyant or free you are, you will do a deal and most of the money will go into that deal. And you might be cash trapped at that moment. Will she come true for you?
Exactly.
Do you understand? And also, honestly, if you're not generous and you ask me, I will give. Second time. But you get to the point I'm like,
Uncle.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So she must be very generous.
She must be generous.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Alright, so Uncle.
Exouxia.
Alright, it was fun listening to you though. I would say I'm one person who also number one. She must be very beautiful. Very beautiful. I like beautiful ladies. Beautiful ladies.
These carnal brothers.
Secondly, she must be true to herself. Now, true in what sense? She mustn't be someone that is after trying to impress people.
Okay.
I'm one person that if you say your yes is your yes, it's not because somebody's pushing you from there. Let it be what you want. Not someone that is regularly influenced. I think that's fine. And if you're kind, true to yourself, kind, beautiful, I'm sold out.
Awesome.
Okay.
What if she has Jezebelic spirit?
But really, the aspect of beauty is not it's not carnality to
See,
you have to marry someone that you are attracted to beautiful.
He must be. He must have he must be hands-on in fulfilling what we are meant to do, almost like a leader.
Okay.
Both in the home, and I'm very assertive. And oftentimes people assume, because of the way I'm assertive, people just assume she's going to be, hard. And those who eventually know me realize that's not the way I am. And I like someone who is in charge, especially a man that I'm submissive to. Yes. Women know the kind of man they want to submit to.
Yes.
I always say this thing, except you are deceiving yourself. A woman knows that this is the kind of man I want to submit to. God, somebody threw a joke once that God knows that gave us rules that He knows that naturally we cannot follow. For instance, He told the man, love your wife. It's not as easy for a man to actually love his wife. And the woman says, respect or honor your husband. But the truth is, I know that I will easily submit to someone who is a leader in our home, in my life, as a person. And if I'm doing something, he's hands-on. He's at the forefront of those things. Let's get this thing done. I think we are both motivating each other, but he's always at the forefront of making sure that those things happen. I really, really am attracted to that kind of behavior. 1, 2. Of course, I like guys that have,
like kids.
Yeah, I don't want to wake up the next morning to someone who is not fine.
Even you?
Yes. I've always said it. Y'all know me, that I'm the kind of person, if I see something fine, I will say it. Even God, when He created everything, He said it was good. I'm just saying in general.
So God,
even where God was, when God gave blueprints to Moses to build, God knew the things He wanted. The temple was one of the most beautiful things that was ever created in the earth. So nobody said
nobody is
ugly.
But interpret beauty to
I
yourself.
am a fan of a guy that not just looks good, though, because there are some guys that you think that they are not looking good. It's money that is the problem. If they have the resources or whatever, they will look very attractive. I like a guy who dresses well. So looking good had to smell good.
Yes.
Smell good, talk good, dress well. That's like all in one. When it look good, it just smell good because what the other thing. So smell good, dress well, talk good. Then I'm a big believer of kindness. Cause kindness encapsulates the way you talk to someone. There are some guys that don't physically beat you. I'm in a room with some of my friends and the kind of guys that they date, and you hear the things that come out of the guy's mouth to the person you claim to love in front of people, even in the private. Why? You know, it doesn't tell, it's not, kindness goes a long way, not just even to your spouse, to other people. Be empathic. It's just, I don't know, there's something very appealing, calming and attractive with somebody who is very, very empathic, who is kind, genuinely kind. Genuinely kind. And it's a character trait that is easy to see. It's not something you can hide. I don't know how to explain it. There are some things that they would do naturally by themselves that you would even be, you yourself, if you're observing, you'll be taken aback. So yes, I'm a genuine, because kind people are also romantic people. They want to make you happy. They want to make you smile. And, you know, be what you want to see. So that kind of thing. So.
Sure.
Yeah. That's the same thing.
So somebody saved the weekend. As you are like this.
You know many of us have trouble.
You like this.
No,
I knew this. Don't you say you like this?
No, it's not possible. No. Holy Spirit is supposed to tell you exactly that this one. No, this one will give me breakfast.
I said,
I knew this was someone coming from.
take the wheel. Just take the wheel. I sincerely don't mind me well. Anyway, it's a long time ago though. So
Very long.
I'll say that first of all, we should work in the same assignment or the same call that we've been called to. I think the first time I was in a relationship I was 19 into 20, so I was really young. And then see, I just said, I'm not interested. I don't understand what you're doing. I don't understand. And thank God he's married today. I'm so happy for him. So, first of all, we should work in the same assignment or the same call or purpose that God has called us to do. Second, you should value me. Okay? That's for me. Value me. And then third, we work in the same assignment and let God value me.
Okay, so Adaeze.
If God give me, I'm happy.
But Teresa has not been particular
About looks.
Yeah,
She's not.
and they are the ones that used to get the best.
Nah, they do not get fine.
The fine
She's
ones,
not
the
very
ones
particular.
that are very particular. You will be shocked,
Yeah.
but I don't want to be shocked with. I want to find out. Beer gang.
My sister, all right, Jack and her song.
Okay.
Like fantasy land. Like fantasy. Okay.
I don't know why I feel the question should be redirected. The question should be redirected for Adaeze in the sense that, okay, did you have that kind of idea?
I mean, that before you were in this thing, because this one does not apply to her at all. So,
Okay, so for me, no, it does apply to me, and also, I'm saying thankfully to God. That, no, really, the truth of the matter is, when the guy finally came,
but no.
when he came, I was thrilled. I was like, okay, wow, yes, I know. But at the same time, one thing I was particular about, I don't know for any other person. That's why I said he must be a lover of God. That's why I'm saying he must be a lover of God, rather. One thing I'm particular about is your spiritual life. Like, that's it for me. Because I feel anybody that loves God, it encapsulates everything. A man that loves God first would be kind to you, he'll be generous to you.
Genuinely, oh.
Exactly. He would be, I don't know, he has to love God. That's how I see it. He has to love God. And because if you love God, there are certain things that
He'll teach you.
Yes, he will teach you. And you are carrying the fruit of the Spirit in you. So there are certain things that you want to do towards me. You value her. You would respect her opinion. Because me, I love someone that respects my opinion a lot. And while being in a relationship, it's not like I saw everything I desired before going into it. It's not like I'm saying, okay, tick, 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 tick. No. That's why we say it's hard work. It's a work in progress. There are a lot of things that you would even say that you have to forbear. Like he said, you have to tolerate. But truly, there are ideal things that truly you need to look out for before you even go into it as well. So for me, he has to love God. And we talked about being handsome. Truly.
He's
Really,
cute.
He's a cute guy.
Hey.
Let's drop it
Hey.
No caps.
This kid,
No caps.
do you know funny or when
Oh
I
my
see
God.
like for me as well, no matter how fine or how you look, I'm not
Thrilled.
so that cuteness or handsome, I don't define it by.
woman
Do you know
of
even what really intrigues me? Is he intelligent? I love when you are.
Yes,
My dear,
Smart.
hold a
You
conversation.
can hold a conversation. Okay, and
you
we
have to
have
have something up there.
something up there. So those things, they are very especially when it's intelligent.
And again,
really
it has to
catchy
be
for me.
business minded. That's why I think I'm just bringing out
Very
my
business.
own
Business.
The one thing I love about this person I'm dating, I think he was the one that even brought about this business of mine. You cannot be with this guy and then he's telling you.
That's being at the forefront. That's what I'm saying. Being at the forefront, like a
He's
leader.
telling you this.
It's
Okay, what
very
if you do
attractive.
this? And he's someone that if he tells you that this is what you should do, just try that thing out because there are so many ideas up there. That's a deal breaker.
I'm
He
telling
has to-
you, it's
He has to be a reader. He has to be someone that,
Leading.
and he, in fact, he
Hands-on.
made me always want to look out on Google, like.
What's going on?
Yes, he wants you to always check out for things because when you now ask him that, babe, what's this thing? You think I'm not telling you.
Go and find out.
Hilda, we have a
And
wedding
truly,
to
you
plan.
have
My
to-
sister.
You have to find out that thing.
Thank God for our life. Alright, so.
So amongst I think everything you all have said is just the most important thing in the relationship. And even when you go into it, it's not like everything you tick.
Yeah.
It's not like
You tick all the boxes for everything, but there's some basics.
there's
Basics.
that has to
Yes.
be ticked.
Let's move on.
There's some basics. that-
God will help us.
Well, so for me, I'm a fantasy person, and I'm okay.
You see,
You're okay.
look,
We're not okay.
no, you see, the funny thing is, you can, you see, God works with us differently. Your own might be that you need to do it on through fasting and prayers. She wants to fantasize.
Understand fantasy. How
easy.
is fantasy? Thank God. Check dictionary. Fantasies.
Some people's fantasy
Hold
can
on,
come to
guys.
pass.
Hold on.
And then please talk to me directly.
Disney that.
Hold on,
Let
guys.
them be.
We used to watch Disney, but I don't know she'll grow up with Disney.
So for
I
me,
don't know.
I'm a fantasy person, and I'm okay with it.
Okay.
And why I started getting okay with it was when I heard certain preachers say, ladies fantasize a lot. And I'm like, oh, okay, so there's
Part of
nothing
it,
wrong with
yeah,
me.
it's part of your
It helps
traits.
me to be creative, really.
It's
Okay.
because of I wrote that point.
Although
I know.
there were some factors that contributed, but it helps me to really be creative. All right, as I'm sitting down here, I fantasized about a lot of things. So bringing it down to my ideal kind of guy, he's in the oven, please.
He's been big.
He's in big.
Or maybe they've not even given birth to him. There's nothing wrong.
He's in the oven.
All right.
He has to be kind. He has to be in the presence of God. He has to be told that and handsome.
Presence of
He has
God. Only somebody.
Always looking
Like
at
he
God.
has to be in church.
Yeah, no, not in church. Presence
Be
of God
okay with
doesn't
you
mean
going to
He
that.
has to be.
They've not
Presence
prepared.
of God doesn't mean that.
You guys are robots.
Mommy needs to watch this. I will show her. I said, oh, this is where the problem is.
So he has to be kind. He has to be in the presence of God constantly. Loving God and all, expressing and everything. He has to be a man of vision. Yeah, you know what you're called to do. You're working in assignments. We have to be compatible.
Kuku married
We have to work together. You know, we have to work in alignment. He has to.
But I think, you see, sorry, that point,
This. So that's why I said it's in the oven.
that vision point
You know?
is very important for me, honestly speaking.
Yes,
I really want a
Don't
guy
marry-
that is
You see,
visionary.
if you marry somebody who is not a visionary,
able-
you are marrying a blind person.
Yes. And you don't want to be led by blind.
I want somebody who I'm able to again follow,
Yeah.
right? I want to follow your leading.
Yeah.
I feel like
All right?
women in general find that quite. Most women
And
find
the
that
guy
quite
that can please take care of me.
financially.
All round.
Ramifications.
I'm
All right.
expecting.
I mean, take a look. Take a look.
Oh, baby.
I'm a bigger boy.
Yeah, I think generally women just like when a man is able to take charge. and lead.
So we are learning. Exouxia,
Well, we are
take
leaving.
charge. Answer. Oya,
Take charge.
So
take
we
charge.
like a man.
Please,
so
can you Oya,
a
explain?
man of vision, a man that likes to take charge. He's at the forefront of things. You know, he's not intimidated by. Okay, if
By the success.
because I know that there are things I know that I would want to do, and I believe that God wants me to do.
Okay.
As a person, and if I share that kind of vision with you as a guy, okay, this is what I believe, or this is where I believe that I'm going to, and if I'm talking with you, if we're both having those type of conversations and you're agreeing to go along with me, it's okay. There are men that allow their women shine. They are part of it. They will allow the woman to do the shining, and I want my own or my own intended to be part of what we do together. In general, women like, okay, we share the vision. Even if you want to tell her this thing is not making sense, there are ways to go about things that would. I always say it, if you want to put an idea down, have an alternative. Don't just come out with it's not good. Create a solution to that.
Okay, good.
So,
Okay,
those
good.
are things that-
We'll take
So
that.
for me, the list is endless.
Point noted.
Point. I will report to
That's the last question.
the association of. I said Hilda has said if you are putting one down, bring her down. But for me personally, really, I have a very big vision.
Yeah.
So I don't need another person to have another one.
Yeah, it works.
You see,
that
I am
That,
Hilda.
So you want a visionless woman?
I'm not
no,
saying
not
visionless.
visionless, but somebody in line with his vision.
I'm a very practical. I don't deceive
okay, I see
myself.
what
That can move in line with his vision.
I don't decide. I don't want somebody that.
That has an own
No, there are
set.
men like that, and it's okay.
I'm doing something in the UK, and she's trying to get to the US. No,
Oh no. Okay, I don't really.
she must. I'm not. Come, let's pursue this world together.
The wife, they are
Come, let's pursue this world.
I'm a fan of
That
let's
is
do
that you should
something
be able to
together.
understand your own line of vision.
So
Yes,
now that is
if
now
that
my
works.
work to explain my.
Exactly.
Just as a understanding what both
Communication,
your visions are
understanding it.
and working, because I'm not a fan. I am not a fan. I have lived among people that are seemingly okay. I am not a huge fan. I will repeat it again. I am not a fan of couples that you have one vision. It's not bad to have two things that you are doing, both of you are doing, but it's at a cost to the family. I have seen children that come out of that kind of home, and it's not good. You may be doing well financially and blowing all over the place, but your family is suffering. So I'm always a fan of work together in every area, so that when the family won't suffer, the family front will not suffer. So understand where two of you are going. If it's going to work, it's going to work. If it's not going to work, it's not going to work. So just understand.
Rounding up, guys. What's like the deal breaker for you? What would you take?
We said it is what? So we know that since that we don't.
What would you take? What would you see that
Complete no.
this one
It's a lie. I'm not
He
doing.
said, no, I'm not doing again. This is my boss stuff.
Ah.
Mine.
So
they're
just
very
one.
many. There are very many. Many.
That many.
I'm shocked.
Very,
I'm sure there is many. You.
Just one. That's peculiar to you.
Somebody that would slap or hit a lady.
You can't take violence.
Oh no, I can't take violence. I
Very
can't.
Like some ladies can actually manage
I
violence.
can't manage violence. In fact,
More
it's a
power.
no for me.
Hey,
But the
more
moment you
racism.
raise your hand like this,
That's the end.
I start thinking.
So rounding up, what's like the deal breaker for you?
For me, I said violence.
Violence.
In any form or
Violence
manner.
Of any
In any form.
In really, I marvel at ladies when they endure and like, no, he's just a slap.
Ah.
So much
It's
enjoy.
just
Some will tell you if he doesn't love me, he will.
Hey.
If he didn't,
Okay.
If it is slap,
violence is a proof of love to
My
some
sister,
ladies. So
no,
Okay.
it's
so it's a no for you. Exouxia.
Mine is plenty.
Just one.
Okay, just one. I would say someone that is not that doesn't listen. Someone that likes to be hard but not really. I can't.
Yeah, there are quite a few
I
women
want
like
someone that's
that.
teachable. So if you're not
Yeah,
teachable,
you're teachable.
if you do not listen, I can't deal.
Okay, so you know there's a difference between teachable and submissive.
I'm not even listen. This is not about
That's submission, eh?
submission is
Yeah.
it's love. But there are people that only want to talk. They only want to be hard in a relationship.
Sorry, not submissive. teachable and easily manipulated. So, not thief.
Okay.
Manipulative is a person who will manipulate.
Hilda, are you speaking for yourself now?
Manipulated.
Okay. Or you're saying
I have
you're supporting.
my own.
For me, she has to be
Someone that can listen. The teachable.
If she's not teachable, it's a deal breaker for you. Godwin.
Why always me? Why can't I speak like this? Why can't I speak last? Well, I think my own is plenty. I've told you before. One, anybody who depends on me for happiness, I don't want.
Yes, that's why as a single person, you have to find joy for yourself.
Because you are going to suck.
You see, marriage. You have to find joy for yourself.
You have to be very happy.
And not depend on the other person for joy or happiness.
They're going to be fetching for my buckets and they're not putting back in it. Secondly, I don't like people who have low self-esteem.
You don't have like people who have low self-esteem.
Yeah. Should I use that? Okay, someone who has low self-esteem is a deal breaker because it means that whatever I do, your mind is always going to tell you that he's manipulating me. He's being a devil. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So 2 is enough for me.
Yeah, 2 is enough. Thank you very much.
God, they are plenty.
You have to be spiritual.
You have to be man.
It's not the man of God.
Either a man of God or God of man. His soul was the capable. A prophet from the holies of holies.
In the night, it's out of the poor. In the morning,
Anyway, all the things say. For me, I want my husband to carry me along because I know that I'm going to fulfill my assignments with him. So I don't want us to work as isolated.
Yes, I don't.
Please, husband, if you are watching this, please carry me. You are carrying me along. You see, with anything in fulfilling our call or assignment, so just carry me.
Okay, so you see my own. You see, somebody doesn't have to communicate properly with me. See, I have worked on. I'm working on myself. I know even those around me know that I'm a work in progress when it comes to communication because I'm constantly trying as much as possible to communicate properly. This is me, and I know this is a weakness for me. Somebody I care about can, if you start to use communication to get at me, I will give you space. It's natural. It has become a deal. So for me, the deal breaker is please communicate properly with me. We can grow in communication, but please keep it simple. Communicate with me properly. I am the kind of person that can accept you are foolish without using the word foolish. I learned that from my father. That you can actually tell someone they are foolish. What you've done is foolish without actually using the word foolish, and it will get across to that person. You know, our fathers used to inflict fear in us. My dad never used the cane on me, but he's the most feared person in our house, and I love him, and he's the closest to me ever. But because of the way he communicates, he's so good at it that if my mother should say, "I'm going to let your father know," we are automatically arranging ourselves, but everybody's afraid of, offending daddy, not because he's a monster or something, but there's a way he has communicated to us in such a way that if you do this thing, there are consequences, and daddy will follow through with consequences. So that's the kind of thing I want you to communicate. If you cannot communicate properly, whether it's conversations that we're having, intelligent or smart conversation, it involves holding a good conversation. It involves, being able to talk to the people around you properly. Your family, your friends, my family. If you're not able to talk to all of us around you properly, that's part of communication. Being mean with your conversations, there's a way some people like to talk and just to put other people down. And don't do that.
Sir, I want to ask
Don't do that.
That means that for me, in that aspect, let me use myself as an example. Now, if he's somebody that maybe you're just starting out in the church, and for the first time he talks to you in some manner that you don't like, and then you tell him that, babe, no, I don't like that. I'm not your sister. You don't talk to me like I'm your younger sister. I'm not that. You understand? And he understands that and apologizes. Babe, I'm sorry. And he doesn't repeat it. Again, exactly. So it doesn't mean that you should just end it there.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I feel
I'm saying
if you are dating somebody and if all the things that we are saying doesn't mean that if the person does it at the first time or second time, we should just no, I'm not doing it again at all. But it's not when it's a continuous thing. I think I needed to really point out that.
Okay, so for me, it has to be kind. I mean, kind. If he's not kind, it's a deal breaker for me to see. Because I'm a people person. I love people around me. I love to genuinely care for people. I love to love people. I love love.
Love is the word.
Ene is a people person.
So he has to be really kind. If he's not kind, it's a deal breaker. And then we also have to walk. We have to be able to walk together on the same path. Yeah. So if we can't walk together, I mean, it's a deal breaker for me.
Yeah.
Alright.
Man, that's to have people.
That's not your body.
That
That body was
But personal hygiene is something that can be learned.
It can be taught.
Can be taught.
Some people don't know any better, I realize.
Some people don't know any better.
Afa, what do you think? Can we use prayer to kill that one? Prayer to pursue personal.
Why are you taking this first?
No, I'm interested in your point. If Tessie do not marry a pastor, she has to be one herself.
Yes. No, she has to. His tear is on her head. See your head. See your head.
The prophet development.
For Tessie. Tessie's one kind of marriage. Hey, don't be sure that Tessie come tomorrow and say she's married. This one.
Tessie's.
Sorry, you put it and go.
Holy Ghost feel.
Revival. We are starting to revival.
Lawrence or young is good.
I will pray.
Just for Seman, Mr. Chairman.
I'll be there.
No,
I will personally be at the gate and send Kana people away. By that time, you will lay your hand on me. My eyes will see Kana people.
Oh my God.
What have I done now?
You're very spiritual. It's good. It's good. It's a good trait, so please don't ever feel like.
Thank you guys.
Some of us carry Jesus on our head. You get why? You really don't know. You get why?
But what I would like to say to viewers.
Yes, I wanted to tell people.
Yeah, guys, you see, all the things we said here today, I'm not a relationship expert. Let me quickly confess.
So we are not all relationship.
But I only said things from my own personal standpoint. And of course, these are formed by my experiences.
Yeah.
Then by me sitting down to think about, what I'll probably need tomorrow. So that's why I said everything. So in case I made error, forgive me. The experts will take over.
This is speaking for all of us.
Because small thing and they will say, that brother.
He's speaking for all of us. This is the internet. This is speaking for all of us. Prophetess. Great one.
About this one, she will decree. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So what's your last?
I have nothing.
But I didn't believe you. Just say what you want to say.
I don't know what to say. Anyway, seriously, I had fun.
Yeah.
I learned a whole lot. I learned from Exouxia, I learned from Attah, I learned from Hilda and Godwin, and our host there, I learned a lot. And then just keep building, keep growing, okay, till we eventually get there.
Yeah.
You have anything you want to say?
Okay, so for me, first of all, I must really appreciate the hosts. This is a huge privilege, I must say.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming, guys.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
I miss, this is awesome.
This is beautiful.
Thank you guys for
Thank you,
coming.
thank you. We appreciate our cameramen too. Thank
Everybody, thank you guys.
Rafa, we love you. And for me, my last word, okay. First, be happy while being single. Be happy with yourself. be happy with your every achievement. Celebrate every step you get, every achievement or anywhere you are. Celebrate yourself. Appreciate yourself. Let me do like the first lady of my church. You hug yourself. Tell yourself, well done, Adaeze, well done,
good,
and then well done. You're doing well.
Just keep and avoid unhealthy competition.
Exactly.
It's not everything that we see on social media that is real. It's packaging. That's all I can say.
Alright, truthfully, it's been amazing listening to these wonderful people. You guys are amazing, seriously. I've learned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things, a lot of things I've learned here. But the truth is this: happiness cannot be gotten from another person. You have to find it inside of you. Do not go into any relationship because of pain or because of spite.
Yeah.
Because you want to spite somebody.
Yes.
To get back at you. Totally. Find yourself. Truthfully, find yourself before you go into a relationship. Because you'll be a burden to another person.
Yeah.
And as much as you want to lie to yourself, always tell yourself the truth before that other person. Always be truthful to that person. A friend of mine, we were discussing certain things, and I said something. I think I even said it earlier. I said there are 2 kinds of people. There are the overthinkers, and there are the scenario painters. And scenario painters, a lot of times, are seldom liars because they see things before they happen. So I'll say this: know where you stand in life, know what you want to be, and you will not be a problem to another person.
Okay, so for me, I'll advise everyone there, in order to live life victoriously, is always find out from the author of life what his blueprint for you is.
Yeah.
And then make sure that you excel at it. Once you understand what it is per season, per time, what he wants you to do, excel at it. Daniel was one of the biggest politicians we know in the Bible. He excelled so much that, the king couldn't do without Daniel's input. So I think whatever God has called you to do and you are sure of it, excel. Gather the skill, do whatever you need to do to make sure that you excel. And that's the best way to live life. Marriage is one of the many achievements you can have as a person. And it's not the ultimate. Yes. Honestly, it is not the ultimate. Don't let anybody deceive you. It is not. Marriage is not the ultimate. No. And this is not feminist talking. It's not the ultimate. It is just one of the many things that God has given to us. And when it is time, if a woman, you'll be found. If a man, you'll be found her. So when it is time, you can just decide, as Godwin will say, for the other school of thoughts, you can just decide, when it's time for you to. But I will always say this: God first. Yeah. Always put Him first in every area of your life. Trust me, you will excel. Yes. You will excel. If you put in the work, God first, and put in the work, you will excel, and you will live a fulfilling and joyous life.
That's what's up.
Awesome, guys. Awesome. You guys are stealing everything from me. What do I want to say?
Nothing.
Just say thank you.
Oh my God, it's been amazing. And fun. I really had fun.
Yes.
It's been so amazing. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you for having us.
Adaeze, thank you. Hilda Attah, thank you. My sister, thank you. Teresa, thank you. Godwin, thank you so much.
From today,
Teresa
is my personal person.
Thank you so much.
Nothing you will tell me. From today, she is my personal person. Nothing you will tell me.
I love you guys so much.
Yeah,
Love you too.
Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed the sessions as much as I did. I had fun. If you are new here, please, what am I supposed to say?
Subscribe, like, and click the notification button.
Click the notification
Help us to subscribe. It's down there.
It's down there.
When is the next session?
Yes, we need another one.
Yeah?
We're having another session.
Okay.
It's must be
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. Yes.
I didn't know we enjoyed it. I don't talk about relationships.
Are you serious? We need to have more of this, please. We enjoyed it. So, yeah.
That time I'll have experience.
Today we are all on board. Please help us to press the subscribe
I'm
button.
good at this.
The bell, that's what I look like bell. Notification button. Please press it. Subscribe. Like, comment, share, and we love you. See you next time. Bye.
Thank you very much.